Hi friends, thanks so much for joining me. Cole here, and we are going to do something today that may not be one of our favorite things, or I'll speak for myself, is core. So we're gonna do some core today because it's so important for stability, for our balance, for our stability, and it also really supports low back pain, which is something that that is a challenge for me. So let's do it. And it's okay to be a little uncomfortable. We're not looking for anything that is painful, but it's okay to kind of dance at the edge of our discomfort, and especially for good reasons. So let's do some core. Let's begin on our back. I've got a few different exercises that we'll do today. Bring the knees to the chest to begin. Just kind of rock side to side here. And then, I should have mentioned this earlier, but grab a bolster or a block or a book. You don't have to, but it can be nice to have something, just an object of attention here. So you can go ahead and grab that and place it in your arms, place it in between the hands and place it overhead. So what we're gonna start here with is lengthening the legs long. And we're gonna pass whatever this is in between the hands and the legs. You can also just imagine this is there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lift up and I'm gonna put the block in between my feet and squeeze my feet. And then lay the block down and we'll come back flat to the mat. Maybe you can leave the legs up so they don't all the way touch the ground. This is your choice. Pull the low back down onto the ground. And then reach the legs back up. Reach the hands up, grab the block. So I really want to see if we can keep the low back down onto the ground as much as you can, and then come back down. That engages the core. Exhale is when we come up. Inhale, we open. So move at your own pace. We'll do about 10 passes back and forth. And move slowly, thinking about engaging the core and bringing the low back down onto the ground. Steady breath. Please remember to breathe. We have a tendency to not breathe when we're in discomfort, but it works against us when we don't. So you can just bring the legs down to your level, to what feels accessible to you today. You don't have to bring them all the way down. About 3 more. Maybe feeling some heat here. And then 1 more. Release. Bring the knees into the chest. Well done. I'm gonna wiggle side to side here. All right, now this one's a big one. But I can't see you anyway, but I was going to say that you can't really see it from the outside, so it's just what you're putting into it on the inside. So we're gonna take the block, place it in between the knees and squeeze in. So you want squeezing to be in towards the block. And then take the hands to the knees, and it's like the hands and the legs are in a war. You're gonna press them into one another. So squeeze it into the block, also press it into the legs. There's lots of internal engagement. Might not look like much from the outside, but it's there's a lot happening. So we're gonna do it for a couple rounds of, let's try 15 seconds. Doesn't sound too bad, right? We'll see. All right, so 3, 2, 1. Press into the block and press legs into the hands. Bring the low back down to the ground. Press, 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 press. Still breathe. Five more seconds. And release. Couple rounds of breath here. Sigh out the mouth. Let's do this one more time. This needs a name. It needs a really intense name. All right, 3, 2, 1. Press. Low back down to the ground. 5 seconds. All right, release. I'm gonna rock side to side here. And then roll up and downs will probably feel good. It does in my body. And we're gonna rock up to a seat. Really however you wanna get there, but I'm just gonna rock up this way. And come into tabletop. Take a moment in cat-cow, kind of stretching out the belly in cow pose. You can bend the elbows, really pull the heart center forward, take a wiggle in the hips. And then some cat pose. And then once more, stretching out the belly, opening the heart. I kind of like to sit the hips back a little bit and get a little bit more of a stretch. Kind of claw the hands into the ground and tabletop. All right, so we're gonna do a movement here. And maybe a block would be nice. I think I'm gonna use a block. We're gonna bring the left leg up towards the corner of the mat. Tuck the toes, the back toes, and come into a, kind of like into a lunge here. So let's just revolve a lunge. We'll start here. Take a moment, and then take the left hand to the knee, and we're gonna bring the right knee into the chest, and then we're gonna kick it out. See if you can leave it up. If you need it, you can bring it down, but that's how you can intensify it if you feel like intensifying it today. And then we're gonna press down into the ground to pull it back up and set it back. So exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, curl in. And inhale, open back up. Maybe even lift the arm. So let's do 4 more on this side. So curl in, exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale, and step back into lunge. So move at your own breath. Two more. Exhale, curls in. Inhale, you open. Once more. Beautiful. Let's come into downward facing dog. Wiggle it out. And then we'll switch sides, but first let's come into cat-cow just for a moment. I try to mix up core into some different movements rather than just crunches, because that gets rather boring rather quickly. So hopefully this is hitting some of those spots for you. All right, so this time, we'll switch sides. There we go. Let's do the same one. So left hand on the block or on the floor. When you use the block, it brings the earth to you and gives some more space to step through. Let's take a revolved lunge to begin. Lean back, baby cactus the arms, let this feel good. And let's begin. 5 on this side. So exhale, curl in. Inhale, open. We want to make the movement slow. We'll get more from it. Exhale, curl in. And inhale, open. So I'll let you move like you now at your pace. You can do anything with the arms that you like that helps. Maybe try really making the breath loud. It can help us to remember to do it as well. I think we have 2 more. Sorry if I'm adding one. Once more. Downward dog. Well done. And tabletop, some cat-cows or any wiggle that you want to do here. And then coming into boat pose. So however you want to get there, maybe cross the ankles and slide back. We'll do some boat pose and you can choose where you'd like to be here. And the way that we'll begin is up on the toes, squeeze the legs together. If you have a block, it can be nice to squeeze the block. I always think that that's helpful. What we want to do, you can take the hands to the knees, pull the heart center forward. We want to try to keep this shape here, try to keep the integrity of this shape. We tend to start to go like this. We want to pull the heart center forward. Now engage the core. So really kind of clenching the core. Imagine bringing the belly towards the spine a little bit. And then we'll take the hands out in front of us. We'll take Kali Mudra. She's quite fierce. She's a fierce Hindu goddess, so that can help us here. So on an exhale, we're going to twist down and kind of point the fingers here. And an inhale, come up. And then an exhale over towards the left. Yeah, so this will be the movement. Blow it out the mouth. Squeezing the block. And then see if you can pull the heart up as you come in. And then maybe back down as you lean back and go to the side. So there's a bit of a movement with the torso as well. Option to lift the legs. Let's do about 10 more of these wherever you are. And you can shift positions. You can try one and then decide you want to try something different. Like I'm going to put my feet back down. Really utilizing the breath, that helps. Helps a lot. I don't know where we are, but let's do 3 more. One more, pull up. This time lift the legs or take like the next step up just for a moment in stillness. Heart center forward. One more inhale. And exhale, release. Let's take a seat. Let's do some seated cat-cow to close up. And actually before that, let's lift up like you're grabbing onto a rope and then pull up on the other side as well. So this will stretch out the obliques, our side core. I'm kind of reaching side to side. And then take the hands towards the knees and take some seated cat-cow. Once more. Excellent. And then just about 3 rounds of breath, just to get this last little bit of goodness out of this practice. I always like to end with just a moment of stillness, noticing. Excellent. Well, thank you for joining me. Thank yourself for showing up. And let me know how it went in the comments. And yeah, let me know how that went for you. I'd love to hear. Thank you for joining me, Cole Chance, with YOGATX. I'm really happy to be filming here for you all. If you want to learn more about me, ColeChanceYoga.com. I have lots of retreats, trainings, all different things going on. And I'll see you over there. I'll see you back here every Tuesday. Ciao.